Hey guys, welcome to Vibe with Ivy YouTube channel. Today I have another interesting vlog. We are in the farm. Yeah, I know most of you have waited for this vlog. Finally, it's here. So I would, as you can see, in this farm, I have grown some pili hoho and some spring onions. Yeah, and they are doing really well. And I thought of maybe I should give some of us some tips that we require to grow the spring onions and the pili hohos. So to be sure, for sure, these are the green bell pepper. So for sure, I've not taken any I've not taken care of the spring onions since I grew them. I just planted them. I've been watering the farm and the spring onion have just been growing. I've not used any chemical, I've not used any fertilizer or I've used nothing on the spring onions. So the spring onions have grown by themselves. So I cannot give anyone any tips about growing such spring onions, but mine are doing quite well. What I can tell you about the spring onions, please ensure that you weed your farm is free from weeds, and with that everything will grow quite perfectly. Also provide some soil support for them to grow well, and water. That is all I've done for the spring onion. But now for the green bell pepper, or yeah, for those plants, easy pili hoho, I've taken a lot of care for them to get to look the way you can see them look. So, fact number one is you start by preparing a nursery. Maybe when next time I will be planting, or when I'll be growing the green bell pepper plants, I'll show you from the start, from when I planted them in the nursery to how I removed them from from to how I transferred them from the nursery to the farm. So I'll show you the entire process. Now, to start with, you start these green bell pepper plants in your nursery. You buy the seeds, okay? Ensure you buy your seeds from a trusted farmer's store so that you can get the best seeds for you to plant, because that is where what determines if you'll get the profit or you will get losses at the end of the day. If you start by getting a bad seed, it definitely means that your harvest will not place you. So to start with, the first thing that you do is you create some small trenches where you grow you put your seeds and cover slightly, then keep watering until when they germinate. Now after germination, you now transfer them to your farm, and you can see this is how I transferred mine in my farm. I've grown them in rows. So one thing that you need to know, or for the care that I've taken since I transferred my green bell pepper to the farm, you can see also I have some tomatoes in this farm, but these tomatoes are now by the way, are just by the way. I've not planted many of them. Yeah. So for the green bell pepper, this is what you need to know. After you transfer them to your farm and they have started to grow, during when they will be germinating, you need to use a Vitagro booster. It is a chemical that boosts their growth and help them to grow well. Again, if you didn't realize, now it's during the cold season, please ensure that you use a reader mill to help them grow effectively even during the cold season. There are a variety of substitutes of the chemicals that I've mentioned. For me, I've just mentioned the ones that I use. You can decide to substitute with other chemicals that still serve the same purpose, but ensure you maybe provide the germination booster. The germination booster, it's just like a fertilizer. It's not that is that necessary. They can still germinate without. Now you can see my plants is in the season where it is flowering. You can see some white flowers and fruiting. The green bell peppers have started now to appear. One thing that I am doing now currently is that I am now using another chemical. I am spraying another chemical that is called the Easy Grow, and it helps them now in the fruiting process. As you can see, the fruiting process is quite fine, and I believe in the next few weeks we will be harvesting our green bell pepper ama pilipili hoho, for those that know them with that word. You can see the flowers. Now it's this at this stage that now you spray the easy grow chemical. So I think also I have added some animal manure, but I've used some dry animal manure. I think that is helping also with the growth process. I've added some fertilizer also to enable them now to grow effectively. That is when I was after transferring them, after now I realized, you see, when I was doing the weeding, it's when I added some fertilizer around the plant, and now I put some soil to cover the fertilizer. So it has not been raining for some time, so I think I'll continue with my watering process so that these plants can so that I can harvest effectively without any losses. These are some greens that we eat. They are also, by the way, okay, this is it's like it's like a kitchen garden. I've grown a lot of things here. I've just mixed everything, tomatoes, some greens. You will also see the spring onions. This is just like a kitchen garden, but mine is a bit large, or it's a bit, yeah, it's a bit large. It's not that large. It's a small farm. So you see, guys, you can grow anything that you want in any type of space that you have. The only thing I'll tell you as a farmer, please ensure that your farm are free from weeds. You can now realize I have some pests that are trying now to affect my bell peppers. So I have now to take a corrective measure to get rid of that. And now, as I was telling you, you can do farming in any type of space. Nowadays, there are improvised containers where you can grow a lot of plants within a very small scale of land. So let us all embrace farming. If you love farming, you'll definitely enjoy once you join the farming sector. Look at those spring onions, guys. If I tell you I've added nothing to these spring onions, you'll not believe. The only thing I did is I mixed the soil with some compost or some animal manure when I was digging the land, or when I was preparing the land for planting. I took some animal droppings that are dry, and I mixed with the soil as I was digging, or as I was preparing my land. That is how small the land is. As I've told you, it's not a large farm. It is just a kitchen garden. I use this as for my kitchen garden. So guys, the farming can do well anywhere, as long as you are determined, and as long as you look forward to doing farming. It will really be fruitful at the end of the day. Yeah, I hope now you can appreciate my farm, free from weeds, looking smart and clean, plants looking well taken care of, and everything is perfect. For those that are looking forward to joining the farming sector, you are welcome. Everything is great over this side. So thank you guys for watching till the end of the video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, share, hit that notification bell so that each and every time I'll be uploading, you will be notified. Till we meet in the next one, bye bye.